Hi, welcome to Love Yourself to Success Masterclass series. I am so passionate about what I'll be talking in this series because I know how important it is. And because the inner world is usually not visible to those around us, to those outside, we tend to watch the success stories of other people and try to apply some of the things that they are doing into our life or business. And when we don't get the results that we expect to, we think that there must be something wrong with us. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. There is nothing wrong with us. We just have to have an inner foundation in place before action. So I have prepared a little presentation for you. So I'll be sharing the screen. Just 1 second. Just opening up. Okay, and now you should be able to see Love Yourself to Success Masterclass, Part 1, the relationship with yourself. Hi, I'm Dana Sampson. I am an inner transformation coach. I will give you a little bit more details about me later on. So, the most important relationship that we have in our lives is the relationship with yourself. And based on the results I see around, we don't pay attention. We don't pay enough attention to it. So I'll be talking and expanding on this in today's series, today's video. This is for you if you want to make a change in your business or life. You know that there is more for you and you just want to explore your possibilities. You are not clear about what you want. You, at some level, you are disconnected with your true self. Or maybe you know, but you're still not taking action. Your self-image might not be supporting you. You know how important that is. You want more alignment in your business and in your life. In general, you just want to do more of what is it that you love and have maybe more joy and fulfillment in your life. You want to be more true to yourself. It doesn't take effort to be yourself, right? So you just know that there is more and you want to explore other possibilities for you. In general, in order to change anything in your business or your life, it takes three equally important parts to do that. You need an inner foundation, a solid relationship with yourself, an aligned strategy, a strategy that it's an extension of who you are and it aligns with your values and your beliefs and it just feels good for you to do it. And an action, of course. Nothing can be obtained without action. I am all for law of attraction and all that stuff and manifestation, but I believe that action is an important part, an important step to get that. So usually we see the visible action, whatever is external, that's what has to be done, the strategies and all that. But without a strong relationship with yourself, a belief in your capabilities and the value that you're bringing, it's going to be hard to achieve results by using the strategies that you see others are using. So self-empowerment, commitment, relationships, self-love, self-motivation, self-integrity, doing what you promise yourself to be doing, all that are building an inner foundation that's gonna help you achieve whatever it is that you want. Because if we don't have that trust, that inner power to help us on our journey, nothing external is gonna substitute for that. No, it doesn't matter how many people are gonna tell you how good you are. And if you don't have that belief within yourself, you might believe it for the moment, but then as soon as you sit down to do the task, to take the action that's necessary, is not gonna last. That belief is not gonna last. It has to be within. Or if you see that the strategies that others are using but is not in alignment with you, is just not gonna feel right for you to do it. I have a library of strategies. I've been investing heavily in all kinds of courses and certifications, and it's important to know about the existing strategies, but you have to make it work for you. You have to align it with who you are and what you believe in. So the inner foundation is important, because even if you have all the resources, the knowledge, the strategies, you're not going to be using that. You will procrastinate, you will self-sabotage, and you are not going to be using even the resources that you have. A great relationship with yourself is what it's going to do is going to help you to explore, to go deeper, and to find out what is it that you really want. On the third video, I'll be doing on navigating emotions and the importance of emotions in our life, and going deeper, becoming curious about emotions. It will help you to get closer to what is it that you want, not the conditioning from outside, not those around you, but you. What do you want? Also, a strong relationship is going to support you on your journey to get whatever it is that you want, because you might get the external support, but if you don't get your back, it's probably, it might help you the external world, but not as much as it's going to help you the inner support. Because if you have your back and you try to do something and it doesn't work, for example, you are not going to be beating yourself up. You'll say, you know what, at least I tried. I know what to change. I know what worked, what didn't, so I can do better. It's only going to get better from here. Also, many times we tend to think that we need more. What we are and what we know is not enough. We need more courses, we need more certificates, and that might be true to an extent, but understanding that there is no end result to learning, there is no end result to mastering your craft, is gonna help you start where you are, use the knowledge that you have, and build on that, because you will know that you cannot wait until you're ready. You will be learning for the rest of your life. There is no end to it. So start where you are, use what you have, and build on that. Another part that's important is creating a self-image that's supporting you. You know, that inner dialogue, whatever you believe of yourself and how you see yourself, is very important. So just know what you are good at, know what you are not that good at, own it, and stand up for yourself. You don't have to pretend that you are better or worse or somebody else, on something else. Just be you. And that's where the power of you is. That's what's going to differentiate you from everybody else. Use your gifts, emphasize your gifts, and that's it. Show it to the world. Believing in what's possible for you and stick to it. When I watch videos of anyone that succeeded, regardless in which industry, it can be sports, it can be anything. And especially in sports, I remember there was a guy, I don't remember exactly who it was, but he was saying that he saw himself as a champion. He saw himself as a success before everyone else learned that he is one. So holding that image, holding that belief about yourself is very important. You have the vision that you have for yourself, but not everyone does, not those around you. So even if they don't know yet how great you are and everything that you're going to bring, all the help that you're going to provide, they don't know it yet, but you do. So stand by it, believe it, own it, and understand that it's going to take time maybe in order for the world to learn about it. But for that, it takes that inner knowing, it takes that believing in yourself and understanding that this is your life. And it starts, the belief and the support starts with you. No one else can compensate for the lack of self-belief. You have to start with you. And when it comes to limitations, we are very good at self-imposing limitation. We, especially with all the social media, it's so easy to compare yourself. And usually we tend to compare ourselves when we are at our low and we see others who are ready to show off for the world. And all kinds of limitations pop up in our mind and stop us from doing what we know that we should be doing in order to get the result that we want. This is one example of what it means to have a strong relationship with yourself. When this successful actress was told that she is ugly for a role, what if she would run away, get herself in a corner and cry and say, oh my God, I'm not cut up for this. I'm not good for this. Imagine what she would be losing in her life. But thankfully, she knew better than that. I remember I was watching a movie about a story of, I think it was Dr. Drew, I'm not sure. And he was trying to create music and his mother was trying to find him a job. So she got him an interview and he didn't go. So she was kind of angry. They had a little discussion in between them, a tense discussion. And she said, all I want is what's best for you. And I remember him replying, so do I. I found it so interesting because nobody knows, not even your mom, what's best for you. You are the one who's going to be living your life. Regardless how much they love you and they think they know what's best for you, they don't. You do, because it's your life and you are the one who's going to be living it. So I found it very powerful. And okay, who am I? So as I mentioned, I am Dana Sanson and I am an inner transformation coach. I am a certified life coach, a certified master NLP, life purpose coach, currently taking other courses. I'm very passionate about learning and exploring. But my biggest passion is to guide people to their inner power, to their powerful self. And from that place, they can build a strategy, an aligned strategy tailored to their personality and their values in order for them to go to their next level of income or in their life. And 1 second. Let's just see something. No. So even in my story, I remember a few years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago, I don't remember exactly. I wasn't so happy at that point in my life. I knew there is something else that I wanted. I was thinking, because that's another thing that we tend to think, that I didn't know what I want, but I did know what I want. I didn't have the courage to admit what I want because I couldn't see how would I achieve that. So I was unhappy, and I kept seeing at that point in blogs and articles and videos, people kept asking, what advice would you give to your younger self? What advice would you give to your younger self? And one day I said, and I asked myself, what advice would I give to my younger self? The thing was that at 19, I left my country. I was born and raised in Romania, and that was during the dictatorship, Ceausescu dictatorship. So I grew up in a dictatorship country, communist, under dictatorship. And I left the country when I was 19, right after the revolution, without having any idea where I'm going, where am I going to be staying, what am I going to be eating. I didn't know none of that. But I was so determined to get myself to a place where I could have more opportunities. And my biggest dream was so I would be appreciated for who I am, not who my father is, not for who my uncle is, because there was so much corruption going on in the country. I could not stand that. So I was so determined to do that, that nothing would stop me. So I was looking back at that 19-year-old with all her courage and determination. And what advice can I give her? I have none. I actually was in a point in my life when I needed an advice from her. And I thought that she would probably laugh in my face, saying that, really? I got you to a safe place. You live in Canada now. You have papers, you are living there legally, you are working in a law office as a law clerk, you have a nice place, you stay with your son, you have all this at your disposal, and you do nothing about it. You are afraid. So that kind of woke me up, because my younger self, she took the courage, she had the courage to change the course of my life so that I can follow my heart and do what I want. And that really helped me to refocus, because at that point I was the most detached from myself I ever been. And I invite you to look in your life and to remember the time when you are the most connected with yourself. Like nothing around you would change your mind or to make you feel less than you were when you were really, really connected with yourself. How easy would be to take action from that place, how easy it would be to do anything from that place, and how hard it would be for anything external to change that. I really invite you to think about that and apply bring that state in the current situation, in any place that you need to reconnect with that person, bring it back, bring that state back, and see what happens. A lot of things are going to start changing. Okay. Because there is a lot of conditioning that's happening. I am part of many different paid groups and masterminds and memberships, and I've been passionate about watching and evaluating in my life and also around me, my peers, my clients, in general, anywhere I see this information, to see how people are reacting, what people are saying about applying the knowledge that they have, getting the result that they want. And it's very interesting to watch that a group of people, and many, not only one, like in many groups of people, they have access to the same valuable information. The information is really valuable, and they all have information, access to the same valuable information. And yet the results are anything but equal. So some people are successful regardless of what's happening. Some people don't even start. The results are so different. And why is that? Because of the inner world, because of what they are telling themselves, and everything else, everything that makes that relationship strong or weak, or that's what's gonna affect the external results. Because the conditioning starts since we are kids. When we are growing up, we thought about the relationship with outside world, to focus on others, to be respectful to others, even if we are wrong, even if we have to suppress sometimes our feelings or go against the values and our beliefs, because we might be told that, oh, you are too young. It's not nice to stand up for yourself to an older person or somebody who is in authority position, or just maybe, you're gonna, by standing up for yourself, maybe you're gonna put somebody else down. So we are told not to do that and to focus on the external world, what our teachers like, what our parents like, so our siblings, everyone around us. So we have to be nice, a nice girl, a good boy, and treat everybody nice. And not much is taught about building the inner relationship, to pay attention, the importance of actually paying attention to the relationship with ourselves. And later on in life is to be a good student. And even when it comes to choosing a profession, we are usually encouraged to choose these names, these professions that sound good. And sometimes from our parents' ego, we are encouraged to follow that, and it might be us as parents, not only our parents, that we focus on what would sound good when we are asked, what is your child doing? What is your daughter, your son do? Oh, they are going to, I don't know, law school or this and that. Instead of paying attention to, again, you are the only one who knows what's best for you. And instead of paying attention to that, we are allowing limitation of others to affect our choices and trying to basically fit in instead of staying true to ourselves. And then one day we just realize that the strangest stranger in our life is ourselves. We know more about others, what they like and what they dislike, than we know about ourselves. It is not a pretty place to be when you start asking all this question, who I am and what do I want and all that. I just want to give you basically to emphasize, to point out about the characteristics of a healthy relationship. Okay, so I just have few here: love, respect, trust, honesty, prioritizing time, support, kindness, compassion. And I want you to look at this and ask yourself, how much of this are you applying in the relationship with yourself? Because we do want others to give us a chance and to trust us. We want others to respect us. We want others to be honest with us. But how about us to ourselves? How many of this are we applying in our own life? Because our relationship with ourselves is going to teach others how to treat us. Usually, we get to a point in life when, unfortunately, we treat ourselves the way maybe somebody else treated us. And it should be the other way around. We should treat ourselves with love and respect, and then teach others how to respect us, how to treat us. So I just want you to ask yourself, how many of this are you applying in a relationship with yourself? And here I have a couple of characteristics of unhealthy relationship. And this is not coming from a place of judgment, not even close. I am far from it. This is from a place of discovering on my own all this, applying it, and then seeing in others and how it affects them. So I just want to emphasize this. I just want you to, in case you didn't thought of this, I just want you to be aware of it. So some of the things that are unhealthy in a relationship is humiliation. How many times do we do that to ourselves? Disrespect, lack of trust, constant judgment, and changing who you are for the other person. We would never ask somebody we love to change for us, but we try to change ourselves constantly because we think that that girl that you saw on Instagram or that person you saw on Facebook, they look cool and how you would like to look like them. That's such a disservice to yourself because you are amazing for who you are, you don't have to pretend to be somebody else. So we all do this to ourselves and it doesn't serve us at all. I think that the biggest change would happen if we would start to see ourselves with different eyes and to build a stronger relationship of trust and respect, and from that place creating the lives that we really, really want. That would be wonderful. So now I would like you to ask those questions. What beliefs do you hold about yourself? What beliefs do you hold about your limitation? Just write them down. What beliefs do you hold about your abilities? What do you think, in your opinion, you are able to do? What beliefs do you hold about your potential for success? What are you seeing yourself achieving? What do you think that it is possible for you? And after you answer to all that, I want you to see how are those beliefs supporting you. And if they don't, reframe the belief so that it's gonna support you. And what are you no longer wish to tolerate? Sometimes it's just as simple as that. choosing what you are no longer tolerate, because we teach others how to treat us by tolerating things, and choosing what are you no longer going to be tolerate from here on is going to set some boundaries and is going to serve you much better. So that's it for today. The next one is about ways that self-love will transform your life and your business. And also I will be talking about what self-love is not, because self-love is so much more than self-care. That's not exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying ways that self-love will influence your life. It's way more than that. So I will see you in the next video. And I invite you in the meantime to join my Facebook group, Step into the Powerful You, and let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any feedback, and if this has helped you in any way and you think that it will help somebody else, please share. Okay, I will see you soon. Bye.